So welcome to another quick unboxing. As you can see, I have already opened this parcel. It was mainly trying to identify what it was, but take it out and have a look, because we have Computer's Gazette issue 3, September 2025, volume 1, issue 3 already. FujiNet and the Color Computer, the timeless legacy of Tandy computers, and more. So as you may know, I'm involved in writing for this magazine. Looked at the first 2 issues already on this channel. So, advert for New Commodore, the contents page, editor's notes, letters to the editor. Great to hear the feedback from people enjoying it. cbmstuff.com, including the Blingboard 64. Today in retro history, so 45, 40, and 35 years ago. Going back to 1990. Commodore Corner with Perry Fractic, CEO of the New Commodore. Celebrating SepTandy. Looking back at those machines. Unleash your Tandy's hidden power with Polylith. The old retro electronic computer store. A World in 20K, programming the TRS-80. Great Scott. This Cocoa is Heavy, a flux capacitor project. Downpoly, music from the TRS-80 and Orchestra 90. So that's cool to see. The Impossible Tomorrow, When Love and Code Collide. Multi-platform memory match game in BASIC. So there's listings for the Commodore 64 and Commander X16 in the back of the magazine. And there's the game itself being played. Reviving the Code with T.D. Bauer. Looking back at the Micro Adventures lineup. Dialed back the retro BBS scene in 2025. And then my article this month, Andrew Fisher's Lost and Found, a selection of games that weren't. So, Frank Gaskin's Games That Weren't website. Been tracking down missing games, started with the Commodore 64, moved on to various other formats, and as you can see there's also a book. So this is looking at 2 recent Commodore 64 findings. Nigel Mansell's World Championship. The earlier Nigel Mansell's Grand Prix also went missing. And Dominion, shoot 'em up, and there's the book again. And an interesting feature that's also just started, Commodore 64 and the 1920s, the games you probably missed with Ken Knight. So here he's actually talking about 2 games that weren't helped find. Solar Jetman, which is the complete game, and Daffy Duck and the Great Paint Caper, which he had to rescue from failing discs and managed to get working. So then we have Stopped In, Calippo Fraser, Alien Free, great late release, the 64 commercially, Slaterman, Ikeuchi and James Fly. Some assembly required, continuing their course on learning machine code. So they're talking about addressing modes, the stack, jumping, Atari Outpost, programming fun in Atari BASIC, and we've got some more music there for Atari 8-bit users. The FujiNet report with Thomas Cherryholmes, FujiNet and the Cocoa Computer, and how to run code on that. There's obviously the advert for the FujiNet. Disassembling Crossroads Part 2, the Mega 65 Digest, by Dan Sanderson. So looking into the code. And some useful links there. And how the game sets up its graphics data. Sidkick Pico, and others from American Retro Shop. The micro missions, which are in each issue, short basic challenges to help. The evil professor is devising new challenges to protect his lair. Let's see if your basic programming skills are sharp enough to overcome them. So, patrolling robots and locate personnel file. Mindbusters program for the Tandy MC10. Then there's the memory match, TRS-80, C64 and Commander 16 program listings. Snaker X16 by Jason Oakley. It's a basic Snake game there. Always interesting to code that. The user group update. And an advert for PCB Waves. So that's the third issue of the revived Computers Gazette. Really enjoying working on it, and available digitally. Overseas subscribers will have to contact the website and find out if they can ship to your country. And I hope you'll stay tuned to the channel for more unboxing, retro shelf, merch stand and gameplay videos.